Good morning, everyone. I hope you're ready for another daily latch bar workout demonstration. Let's start off with introducing some of our latch bar attachment components. The latch bar is portable, the latch bar is stationary, it's whatever you want it to be. You have 4 flat components. They consist of a basic latch bar, a deluxe latch bar, a single latch bar, and a sit-on type latch bar. All 4 of those latch bars you just saw, they are all mountable. You can mount them on the wall. Here's an example. Take a look. This is mounted on the wall. There's another one right there. It's mounted on the wall. Okay? Same of what I just showed you. This is the deluxe. That is the sit-on latch bar. You have the same thing set up over here. It has more decorum. Okay? Because you can make it look like however you want it to look. Make it look like yours. All right? So that's why that is that color. We have a few different ones in this studio. Okay? Over on the other side, we have a blue setup, blue and gray. And in the front setup over here, we have a green and gray. Very attractive. But you can also keep them neutral, make them look just as you would receive them. Okay? And we have 4 round bars also. Okay? They consist of a hand grip bar, okay? And then you have the deluxe latch bar, okay? What else do we have? We have the basic latch bar, all right? So those are 3, and then you have the 44-inch latch bar, which is this bar right here. It's on a pre-assembly, so I'm not going to take it apart, but we're going to use it, so you'll be able to see it very soon. Now, where do you get any of these components? You get all these components from my website. Website is www.lw500products.net. You can see demonstrations on my website, and you can see a full line of products. My products come with pre-assemblies, so pre-assemblies that are ready for you to take out of the box and start working out. Some of them come with resistance bands. We use tubular resistance bands. Some of them come with just the component. However you want to purchase it, that's how it's available. So you can purchase starter packages. You can also purchase individual components. Okay? Our system is an attachment system to work with flat resistance bands, tubular resistance bands, and also straps and chains. So we're going to start off demonstrating with straps attached to a basic latch bar, and we're going to start off doing sit-ups. So without any further ado, let me take a sip of water, and then we're going to get started right away with our daily routine. Okay, here we go. Let's drop our floor mat onto the floor. Get down here, and we're going to grab our basic latch bar, which has 2 sets of straps. One set of straps is adjusted longer than the other, and that is so that we can do what we all recognize as a regular sit-up. So the straps are a little bit tangled. I just made sure that they're all straight and untangled. And what we do is, as we apply tension to the latch bar or to our straps, the latch bar will go into a horizontal, vertical position so that it will attach to your feet without any attachment. You are keeping it on your feet by tension from your straps. So you can also keep it on your feet by applying outward tension because the latches They are right next to your feet, so that way you're keeping tension on the latch, so it will stay in the position on your foot. But as you are working out, you need to keep tension onto your straps so that the latch bar stays in the position you want it to on your feet. So let's get started. Okay, we do a step of 25, each different step. That's what we normally do. We just did 25 regular sit-ups. Now we will do 25 crunch sit-ups. So we will scoot our buttocks forward so that our knees are in the up position, and we will begin keeping our latch bar tight against our feet, applying pressure, and pulling ourselves up into the sit-up position. Now, we're going to do our third sit-up. Our third sit-up is in the same position, buttocks forward, knees up. But this time, you are going to, once you have this position, you're going to lay down. The reason you're going to lay down is because now, when you push your legs forward, you will assume a sit-up position. And every time you pull your legs back, you are to sit back down, lay back down. How about that? Now, just going to turn the entire mat around to make it easier. We are about to do our pull-up crunch using straps mounted, attached to a mounted deluxe flat latch bar. We will place our feet up onto that latch bar with our heels touching the latch bar, and we are ready to rock. Okay. So far we have completed 4 different steps at 25 each. Our next step will be a pull-down crunch. So anything familiar about what we're doing? We're attacking our core. That's what we're doing because our core is the most important muscle and the most difficult muscle to get and keep under control. That's right, our core is very, very difficult to control because we're constantly dumping stuff into our mouth, which ends up in our stomach, and our stomach ends up looking like what we eat. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful what we eat so that we won't look like what we eat. You all understand what I'm talking about. So we need to get control of what we eat so that when we exercise, it's effective. If you're going to overeat and exercise and think that you're going to get or achieve the results you're looking for, it's not going to happen. So you need to make sure it's a balance. Exercise, eating what you should be eating. And if you're not eating what you should be eating, make sure that you're eating the amounts that you should eat. Because overeating is overeating. There are things that you can overeat that will not impact your weight. So you should focus on overeating those items and not items that are going to impact your weight and ultimately impact your health. We are using the deluxe round latch bar attached to a deluxe flat latch bar mounted on the wall. My system is very, very versatile. It can be wall mounted or it can be used in a portable fashion. You do not have to mount it on the wall in order to achieve the benefits that you could from this system. You can work just as well, it works just as well portable. All of these systems that you see set up here on the wall, that's all portability. That's what that is. And of course, everything that's over here mounted on the wall is stationary. That's why we have a bench, so that we can utilize and take advantage of a lot of the different opportunities that we have with a wall-mounted system. You can also take advantage of everything using the portability aspect of the system just as well. Not only is this system very, very good for exercising, but it's also very good for rehabilitation because of its therapeutic state. These are resistance bands, often for rehabilitation, for recovery. Resistance bands are used. So not only is this system good for exercising, it's also good for you therapists and also for you personal trainers. That's right. Very, very good for all of you. You take advantage of what's on the wall, doing multiple different exercises. You don't have to follow only the basic exercise that you see me do. You can expand and do the exercise that you feel comfortable with, exercise that benefit you. I'm doing exercise to demonstrate the value and the versatility of the system that you could be taken advantage of. And I'm sure that some of you will take advantage of utilizing our system. Once again, this is the LW500 Latch Bar Exercise System. This system can be acquired through my website, www.lw500products.net. It can be acquired on Walmart, Facebook, Sam's Cart, we have here basically the same thing that we have up here. This is a deluxe latch bar flat, so is this. So is this, and so is that down there. This and this are the same. We have resistance bands attached. Instead of pulling down, we're pulling up. And we stand on the bar, we place our feet to ensure that it's stable. Remember, always safety first. Now this is the basic latch bar with the basic round bar. And you're basically set up to do sort of the same thing. Pulls, and you can also pull it to a point to do squats. Keep that tension on there and conduct your squat. It's kind of a squat. It's a semi-squat. You can do that using both the deluxe or the basic. And believe me, you'll start to feel that on your thighs when you're doing that. And that's what you want to feel. You want to feel that something is happening. If nothing is happening, what are you doing it for? You need to make some adjustments. Of course, we're using the hand grips as we used the hand grips before with the sidebar, the basic latch bar mounted, and also as we were doing pulls with the flat resistance bands. Flat resistance bands are on here also. Flat resistance bands are up here. So we have tubular resistance band here, and we have a mixture of flat and tubular resistance bands on this basic latch bar, and we have tubular on the first pull bar that we used. That motion look familiar? Looks like we're using a bow and arrow now. Build up your endurance, build up your strength to use other types of apparatuses, other types of competition level that you might enjoy. So you build up your strength in order to be able to do these different things using the Latch Bar exercise equipment. I know we all like to do squats, curls, and presses. I know we all enjoy them, so we have a setup so that we can do squats, and you can take this anywhere. That's right. You can do this outdoors. You can do this indoors, obviously, where we are. But most of all, you can take this on your vacations, if you like. Sure, you just put all your product into a duffel bag and take it with you wherever you go. Now, some of our systems, as I said, they come with a package. With the package, sometimes that package might entail coming with a carry bag. So the carry bag would be what you use to take your product around with you everywhere you go. So I think we're going to move over to our setup, our home setup, let's call it. And we're going to get a few other items so that we can utilize them to work out. Now, we haven't done any push-ups, mainly because of my injury. Hopefully, in due time, my injury will get better through this therapy, and with that, I will be able to once again participate. Because at the moment, we're having a few difficulties, which makes it difficult for me to participate in doing curls. Only curls. Everything else, we're good. Curls and push-ups, I'm sorry. That's what we're having a problem with. So now we're going to do some work on our legs. Not a lot, just a little bit. We can't do a lot because we're just getting started. So what you have to keep in mind, you don't want to injure yourself or make yourself too sore when you're just getting started. So now we have this basic latch bar, and we have some carabiners connecting and holding the latch bar to the resistance bands. So we wanted to make sure everything is secure. So once we have the bar on our feet, so we did it just now without the usage of a towel, but if you use a towel, you find that your feet will slide even better. We didn't have a problem just now doing it, but I'd like to recommend that you do use a towel because you'll get much more benefit with your exercise. Trust me. Take a look. Place our heels onto the towel, and you can see how much easier it is to slide your feet back and forth. Okay, we just did 50. And it's good to do a good quantity until you start to really feel a burn. And if you don't feel a burn, maybe you don't have enough resistance to make you feel a burn. So add more resistance. If that's what you need, do so. All right. So that's one method. The next method, we are going to remove the basic latch bar, and we are going to add the round bar, basic latch bar. And in doing this, we are going to turn around facing the wall. Our feet up on the wall. And now, holding the basic round bar, what we're doing is a back exercise that it also impacts our abs. So pull your bar as much as you can, and if it's not enough, you can always add. And if you have a large enough carabiner, it becomes really, really easy to add. So once again, the key is having the right tools to get the job done. And with a large carabiner, that is the right tool. So now, it's a new ball game. Yes, it's a new ball game. Now this is also good for doing a leg exercise as well. So as I stretch my legs out, now all the pressure is on my arms. So stretch your legs out and hold it there and count to 5. You will feel that tremendously on the entire bicep. Your forearm and your wrist will be impacted as you do that. Very good exercise. You'll actually love that exercise. There's just so many opportunities you have using the latch bar attachment system. You won't run out of opportunities as long as you're using this system. We will continue to come up with new things to do all the time. So I'm just moving the floor mat out of the way just for a moment so that we can utilize another opportunity. This opportunity is using our floor mounted deluxe flat latch bar. Yep. I said you can mount them anywhere. You can mount them on the ceiling if you want to. You need to just make sure that you're mounting whatever it is to a stud. If you're not using a stud, then you need to use a wall anchor, because otherwise you risk it coming off the wall. It's just like a mirror. If you mount a mirror to the wall, you don't want it to fall, because if it breaks, you are going to have bad luck for 7 years. No one wants that. Anything you mount on the wall, your television set, you don't want it to come tumbling down. You paid too much money for it. This isn't as expensive, but you don't want it to come off the wall because it could be expensive if you get injured. So keep that in mind. So you saw that we use our portable squat. Now we have a stationary squat apparatus. That's right. And this time, you can move around and everything else while you have the squat bar in place. You can't do that with the portable system. So, Let's get into the squat position. Come on up with it. Now, we can torque a little bit. We don't want to torque too hard and knock a hole in the wall. But if you mount it out far enough, you can torque a bit. And you can do your squats with no problem. How about that? And of course, now that it's mounted on the floor, there are so many other opportunities that you would have to utilize. That's right. You could go into so many different workouts, just as you could with what you have mounted on the wall. You'd be working out, you'd become a workout food, let's say. Okay? So we're going to go back to the beginning and start all over again, because we'll call that a set. And each different exercise we do, we call a step. So we have a lot of different steps associated to driving it home to achieve our goal, which is a set. A set may consist of 10 steps. It's up to you. It could consist of 2 steps. However you set your goal of achievement is what your set will consist of. So if you don't set it up for achievement, you set it up to fail. Our goal is to achieve. Always keep that in mind. We want to achieve. That's why we have such an elaborate system, which is cheap, affordable for all of you to purchase. You don't have to come out and break the bank. However, you need to apply yourself so that you can achieve your goals. There's a number of ways of doing it. If you're local, you can come to my studio and you can actually test the equipment out. That's right. Come on to the studio located 33 West Street in Central Nyack, New York. Come on over and try the equipment out. And your first workout, if you're interested, will be on the house, on me. And then after that, our workouts are very cheap, very affordable. So we can do a workout plan for you anytime you like. You can call me up. My telephone number is 845-535-3212. No nonsense, all business. Let's discuss your private workout. All workouts are private, and that's just the way it should be. It's no one else's business. So, give me a call, come on by. I'll show you how to utilize the equipment. and conduct your own workout, maybe in your own home, just as I do. Don't be scared. It's only going to benefit you. Well, it may benefit others too. But initially, you got to get started. It's not going to benefit you by watching me. Unless you are just looking for some inspiration. Now, I've got a whole lot of different ways to inspire you just by sharing my medical record with you. That should be impressive enough to encourage you to get off of your couch, stop watching TV all the time, and doing something to benefit your health. That's right. First of all, as you can see, I'm probably a lot older than a lot of you, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of you may not make it to my age, and that's okay, because we all have our life to live. I mean, I say it's okay, you may not think it's okay, I understand. But no day is promised to us. So that's why we should do anything and everything we possibly can to benefit our health. This is one of those ways. That's all achieved using the basic latch bar with a set or two set of straps. We just did 75 combination sit-ups. They were combination because there were multiple types. And also, you used multiple muscles in order to conduct your sit-ups. Not bad. Now we're going to the fourth step. Our fourth step is a pull-up crunch. Once again, as I stated before, what are we impacting? Our core. At the same time, we are also working our biceps and other pregnant muscles too. You know, when you work out, it's not uncommon to say to yourself, when is it going to finish? It's not uncommon to say that. Because we all get tired, and we all have to motivate ourselves in some way in order to achieve our goal. I highly recommend listening to music when you work out for additional motivation. You know, because even if you throw a dance move or something like that in there while you're working out, that's still exercise. That's right. So, play your music and work out so that you can get a good workout. I get my inspiration from being able to share this with you, and also the results. The results will make you enjoy working out, if that's possible. So you should try it, because you may get some desirable results too. And if you get desirable results, you may be encouraged to work out more and more. So you want to wake up those sleeping muscles, because they're just sleeping right now. You want to wake them up so that you can utilize them and so that it makes you feel good. It'll make you look good too. That's right. Most of all, you want to feel good, because if you feel good, that means you're healthy. When you're unhealthy, you don't feel good. You don't have that inspiration. You don't have that motivation. You don't want to do anything. And like I said, it's hard motivating yourself to do exercise in the first place. So as you have the opportunity, when you feel that you can work out, do so. Do it while you feel good. Don't wait till you don't feel good. But there are days that you don't feel like working out, that if you work out, you've overcome some of the negativity associated with working out. Because if you can work out when you're not motivated, when you really don't feel like working out, that's big. That's a big accomplishment. Right. Work those arms, work those muscles. Make yourself feel better. We all want to feel better. So there's various ways of achieving our goal. So we want to make sure that we achieve our goals by doing work that we can all associate ourselves with. The Latch Bar Workout. That's what we're doing here. The Latch Bar Workout. And we're air conditioned too. So we don't have a sweat box here. We're air conditioned, with COVID-19 vaccinated. That's right. Anyone that comes, I must make sure that you're COVID-19 vaccinated. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Because we're not playing. We don't want to get sick, and we're not here to try and make anyone sick. So anyone that happens or wants to come by needs to ensure, bring your card with you so I can see it. And I'm down with that. And if you haven't taken the COVID vaccine, that Delta virus that's going around, it's looking for you. That's right, it's looking for you. So you can't hide. You need to go and get vaccinated before you regret that you did not get vaccinated. And we don't want to have that. We want you all to get vaccinated so that we're all here with each other. So that we can continue to have fun. Having fun is what it's all about. Living your life to the ultimate degree. We'll get there, left arm. We'll get there. We just need to keep working out and building up the muscle that you lost. And we can do it. I'm sure we can do it. Okay, we're going back to this is the big, I call this the home setup, because it's not like my setup that I actually created as my work platform. I guess that was kind of confusing. You don't need this. You can just attach your component to the wall and go from there. That's what you need to get started, and that's it. So, since we left our attachment to the wall, we're going to go back to doing our leg exercise. Now, for those of you that weren't looking before, we have two extreme resistance bands on both sides, and they are stacked, which means instead of it being single, it's folded or looped from one to the other, which means there are 4 bands on each side. There's an awful lot of resistance there. You will actually love this workout. I say that with conviction because that's how I feel about it. And those of you that like to work out, you will feel the same way that I do. Now we just want to make sure we get in enough demos so that I also get a workout. We have achieved that today. And our workouts will get more intense as the days go on. And the reason I say that is because they should get more intense as the day go on. Of course, this is the type of workout here that you would do with heavier resistance bands. But don't kid yourself. Once you stack even smaller resistance bands, they become more challenging. So don't sleep on resistance bands, as some of you have tried to do. They are a lot more effective than what people lead you to believe. A lot more effective. So, there you have it. Another day's workout completed. I might have went over a little bit today, but I want to say thank you very much. Have a great day.